Nerd Confessions.
Welcome to Nerd Confessions. It's been a week since our last confession. Just a reminder to our listeners, you can find our previous episodes and bonus content on our website, nerdconfessions.net. I'm Tommy, your host for this episode. I'm joined by Jeff, Sohail, Will, Ryan, Encore, and our special guest today, Tyler. In this episode, we're talking about our highly anticipated Overwatch, Xmen Apocalypse, news of the weeks, and Willie's Secret Willie. So everybody, let's start off with what you guys did this week. Will?
I played Vanishing Realms. It's like a Dungeons and Dragons meets Zelda in VR for the Vive. I also continued to play Doom. I got the Platinum for Uncharted 4, so that's officially adjusted for me. Ryan?
Ooh.
What is it?
Justed?
Dusted.
Yeah, dusted. And of course, I also played Overwatch and saw Xmen Apocalypse.
When did you watch X-Men Apocalypse?
I told you I had plans.
Oh, not with us.
With his real friends?
Yeah. Ryan, what'd you do this week?
I had a busy week, guys. I played some more Resident Evil Remake HD, getting really into that. Got really mad when I got killed once, so I stopped, but I'll get back into it. I started Grim Fandango Remastered for my Vita, going for the Platinum on that, just so I could beat Will. I started Lone Survivor on my Vita. It's a pretty good one. It's like side-scrolling Resident Evil type thing. It's very interesting. I'm continuing my adventures in Tales of Hearts R. I played some more Super Star Wars. Finally redeemed my Nuclear Throne voucher from PSX. That's a pretty cool game.
You said that last time.
I agree. Great game.
I started it this week, Sohail.
You said that last time.
I did not.
Yes, you did.
And then
You should post the Nuclear Throne on the Throne picture on our website for everybody to see.
I played Nuclear Throne on the Throne.
I'm also going to put Will's glitch on the website as well.
What glitch?
The one from Witcher 3. Because people were going to ask about it.
When he tries to parkour in a game that doesn't have parkour.
One that he sent like 50 times.
You don't ever take shortcuts and hop over fences instead of going all the way around?
All right. Save it for later.
And then I played some more Fallout 4 Far Harbor and had some more crashes, so it's not fun for me. And I played Overwatch and saw Xmen.
Sweet. Tyler, what'd you do this week?
I finished Uncharted 4. I didn't get the Platinum Trophy, so I'm not as good as Will. And I'm still playing Bravely Default, and I'm still playing Pokemon Blue.
Awesome.
Pokemon Blue.
Who's your starter?
Encore.
Yes, sir. What did I do today? This week. Well, I watched a Netflix original series called, what's her face? Ali Wong. It's pretty good. And I went to Vegas.
All right, then. Jeff, what did you do?
That was
this
it?
week?
I would like to hear something.
I want to hear about Vegas.
We'll get back to him.
When?
Later on.
It's part of the news.
Did you have a baby, though?
Huh?
I don't know what's going
How's
on.
it part of the news?
Tyler, I want to hear what Tyler's opinion about Uncharted 4 was. How he liked it.
It was wonderful. One of the best games for PS4, besides Witcher 3. But I never finished Witcher 3, so.
Because Witcher 3 is the best.
Now it's on par. They're both great games.
I think it's the best
Awesome.
PlayStation exclusive. Witcher 3 is not exclusive.
Well, I know, but still.
Right. All right, Jeff, what did you do this week?
I didn't really do too much in the world of gaming except for Overwatch. It's a pretty slow week for me. I did get a new phone, though.
What'd you get?
S7, Samsung.
How's it different than your last one?
I have no idea. I think it's exactly the same, but Renee got like a buy one, get one free, plus 2 free TVs, so.
What's the deal?
Plus
We
2
sprang
for
for it.
goddamn.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Soil, what'd you do this week?
Just played 2 games. Actually, 3 games. Overwatch. I continued Mad Max, and I am playing a little bit of Tabletop Racers still. I'm trying to max out the
You love
new
that game,
Japanese
wow.
game car I got, yeah. And then I watched X-Men. And Mad Max, fun. I found a lot of those toilets you guys keep talking
I
about.
was going to ask.
They're everywhere, but I also found out that characters don't really change too much right now. Maybe they'll change later, but the people I fight,
Not
they're
really,
exactly
not
the same.
really. It's a lot of the
Speaking
same.
of
Why even
toilets.
have those toilets, silly? If they're just for
they're
sitting?
pooping. No, they're for pooping.
Why
Your
you guys
game's
dig
not a game
hole?
unless it has a bathroom. What kind of bathroom do you have in the wasteland?
Just poop in a hole. Dig a hole.
The weirdest thing that I find is the bathtubs full of people. That's the weird thing.
I don't remember that.
I don't remember that either.
Excuse you, Ryan.
Excuse you.
Right. This week I watched Xmen Apocalypse and Angry Birds.
You watched Angry Birds?
I
You
saw
like it?
Angry Birds. It was I kind of liked it. Yeah, it wasn't that bad. I'll tell you later on about it.
Did you
but
vote with your wallet?
You vote with your wallet just by seeing it.
He already voted with his wallet by saying it.
Actually, technically, no. I had a ticket for free,
Oh.
so I voted with someone else's wallet. Right. All right. So let's get into the news of the week. Ryan.
All right, we got a lot happening this week.
Oh, jeez.
Let's start off with
Easy, Tiger.
this one's pretty exciting for me. Mirror's Edge is being turned into a TV show from the producers of Hell on Wheels, and get this, Big Brother. Who's excited
Ooh,
for that?
You're not bad that you
that's
got
cool.
burned on Big Brother?
They trolled me.
Greatest
They didn't
audition
put you
tape
on
ever.
there.
They don't want me. Did I tell you how I got trolled by Big Brother? Did I tell everyone that
Yes,
story?
I know, but you tell everyone else.
Tell everyone
Mine.
else.
I woke up one day at like 3 in the morning to see an email from CBS. They said, "We really like you. We want you to come down to New Orleans for an audition tomorrow." I was like, "Oh, that's cool. All the way out in New Orleans?" And then I got a follow-up email like 1 minute later.
Wow.
Said, "Sorry, that was a mistake." And it was sent out to everyone who applied.
Oh my god, that sucks.
Biggest troll.
Dream crusher right there.
Whoever was that guy probably got fired.
Yeah, intern gone.
Intern by.
Anyone else interested in this TV show?
No.
I've never even heard of
I
it.
enjoyed Hell on Wheels. It was a show about like the 1800s where you're basically a guy building a train track through the Indian territory. It was really a good show. I'm guessing they're going to make this into a good show if it follows that, that whoever the director or wherever they did on that, it'll probably be good.
Isn't that a
As long as
Netflix original?
I know it's AMC.
Is it? Oh, okay. Because
Yeah.
I saw it today when I was on Netflix, and it
Yeah,
looked interesting.
it was one of the shows that they tried to follow up Walking Dead with
Oh.
to help it like keep AMC going, and it didn't work so well. But Mirror's Edge is a really, really as long as they keep it devoted to the storyline, I think fans will like it.
I don't know if it has a good enough storyline to support a TV
Well,
show.
I'm hoping as long as they do it well. I'll be more excited as soon as I see a trailer or something for it that looks good.
Could be interesting.
Didn't they say that they're going to be dedicated to keeping the first game storyline?
I have no idea.
Oh, I read somewhere online saying that they're dedicating to staying with the first game storyline.
The first one, she wasn't even new to it though. It wasn't like way into her being a runner.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but they want to build off that character and just like that whole
It's
storyline.
like no
and-
introduction. She's just automatically.
I don't know. We don't know yet.
I'd
But I
assume
think-
they would be more off the new one because the new one's a reboot. They're completely ignoring the original.
Oh,
Reboot.
I just heard that they were going to do the base off the first. It's just something I read. I don't know if it's true.
All right. Okay. Second piece of news: Oculus Rift is pissing some people off. I imagine Will is going to be mad at this one. They released an update that blocked other headset users like the Vive from using Oculus software.
Well, first of all, this is one of those. What do you call it? Gaming news journalism, where they blow shit up bigger than it actually is.
Tell us, Will.
Well, to begin with, it's not supposed to automatically support the Vive. There's an update to it to make it work with the Vive, but it's not officially supported. So all Oculus did is update their own software, and it broke the hack to get it to work with the Vive. So they're not going to officially support it, especially not right now when the headsets are new.
True.
But does it make you mad?
No, it makes me mad that they're kind of blowing it up to be bigger than
Were
it is and
you-
wording it this way.
Were you
Clickbait.
using Oculus apps on your Vive?
No, I never figured out how to get to the home store.
You
But
never played
I-
Lucky's Tale?
Why would I? If I do ever get the Oculus, which I do have pre-ordered, but I don't know if I'm probably going to cancel it.
Wasn't it true that that Oculus wasn't targeting Vive? It just happened, right?
Yeah, like I'm saying,
Yeah.
yeah. They have their software. They update their software. If it breaks the Vive patch, it's not because they were intending to. They wanted it. The guy that did the Oculus Rift wanted it to be open.
How convenient.
But Facebook is also doing a lot of stuff that kind of goes against what he's saying. So
Oh, you mean Palmer? Lucky?
yeah, Lucky
he's-
Palmer. Yeah,
yeah.
he's the one that a lot of people bought the Oculus for.
All right. Next piece of news: Dragon Quest Builders is officially being brought over from Square Enix to the United States for the PlayStation 4 and the PlayStation Vita.
Do you think it's going to work well on the Vita, Ryan?
It'd probably be acceptable. It
Mhm.
won't be like
It
perfect.
doesn't look like it's a very like heavy game like for a Vita. It looks okay. It kind of looks like Minecraft but better graphics.
Yeah, essentially. I'll try it out if it gets good reviews. Next piece of news: Uncharted 4 sold 2.7 million copies within its first week, setting a franchise record and a record for a PlayStation exclusive on a PlayStation 4. Doing pretty good.
And does it beat the last one?
Yeah, franchise record for first week sales.
Yeah, I was looking at
That's a lot of
Uncharted 2
copies.
sold
Pretty good.
5.5 million. Uncharted 3 sold 4.3 million.
Lifetime?
Lifetime.
I
And then,
remember back when Halo 3 came out, was 1 million was a record.
Oh, so Uncharted is bigger than
And then
Halo.
Uncharted.
Well, that was
Gold-
better
back
game.
in the day. There's a
It sold better than Halo 5, I can tell you that.
Well, Halo 5 was a big disappointment.
A game I never played before is Uncharted Golden Abyss, and
That's a goodie.
it was a 0.5 million
Really?
copies.
that the
That's
Vita
pretty
one?
good for a Vita game.
Yeah, it did pretty well, I guess.
So,
$500,000.
I have a Craigslist deal going on for a Slim Vita. $100 Slim Vita, 8GB memory card, Uncharted, and I think Dragon's Crown.
And
That's a good
hats
deal.
off to Naughty Dog for the sales. That was a great game.
Well, there's a long while where it was the Golden. What was it? Golden
Abyss?
Golden Abyss was a free Vita game. As long as you had a Vita, you had that for free.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was
But
a
with
PlayStation
PS
Plus. Yeah.
With PS Plus,
It was
like it was more than 1 month. It was like a set game for months, wasn't it?
That was before they changed it.
was
yeah.
that after the first one or the second
It's a
one?
prequel.
Prequel. Oh,
It's good. If you have a Vita, you need to play it. Next piece of news. Sad day. No Man's Sky has officially been delayed to August 9th.
ooh.
I'm very sad about that.
I think that wasn't it. The people gave like death threats to the guy
Yeah,
from
he got
Kotaku.
death threats. Yeah,
Death threats
Yeah,
for what?
because he said because the game developers did not announce a delay, but they think that he pushed the hand of the developers to say, "Oh, let's go off this news and just delay it," and then that's what happened. And people think that Kotaku writer, I forget his name, Jason
No,
Schreier.
Sean Palmer is the one that got the death threats. The guy that's the head guy for No Man's
Yeah,
Sky.
he did too. But so they think that the guy from Kotaku also claimed that he did.
Are they mad just because he delayed it? Or are they thinking that
Sean
he's
Murray.
trying to hide the delay? I don't
Yeah, they
understand.
said that they think that they
Yeah,
thought,
Sean Murray.
yeah,
Yeah.
they thought that Kotaku or all the other writers caused PlayStation / Hello Games to delay their game. So
Which warrants
But
death
how?
threats.
How would Kotaku cause them to delay the game?
because the guy from Kotaku,
Just 'cause he
so
put up a
So
report?
let me explain what the people think. So they think that since the report was put out, they think that Hello Games said, "Oh, look, there's a report out saying that we're delaying our game. Let's delay the game."
That's ridiculous.
So-
There's a lot
That's what
more to
people
it
think.
than
Yeah,
that.
that's what people think.
So the theory is, since Kotaku put out a rumor, they're like, "Oh, since the rumor's out there, we might as well do it."
Yeah, this is like some stuff that's happening in the background, and then people think since that happened, Hello Games delayed it, and then since they delayed it, they sent death threats to Sean Murray.
If you want to know
Jason
Sean
Schreier.
Murray's Twitter post exactly, is I have received a load of death threats this week, but don't worry, Hello Games now looks like the house from Home Alone. #Pillow Fort.
which is it's stupid that people are sending death threats
What
for a
kind of
game.
fucking psycho sends a death threat over a fucking video game?
need to chill.
There's a lot of them out there.
Good God.
A lot of
Tommy.
people.
What?
Ruined my childhood.
Look at Tommy.
Like I said, I'm not too bothered by the delay. It's only going to make the game better than it would be if it launched on time when it was supposed to. So
True. I agree.
I think they're just polishing stuff up. That's what I think, and just hoping that they can do stuff, a little more things, add a little more features, maybe. We'll
What
see.
if it's all just like part of like a whole advertising scheme just to hype it up?
They could be. They could want to put a big marketing budget behind it and promote it, but
And
they'll
does it
probably
already
take that
have a
time
huge
to improve it.
Yeah,
just
just
to
to
keep
keep
in
it
mind, it's a tiny developer. This is the first.
Well, I mean, it
big
would be a
game
good
they've done.
tactic to make it, keep going on the news. We're talking about it.
Yeah,
The
people
whole
kind
rumor.
of stopped.
They
Yeah.
kinda
It had
suck.
a lot of hype, and then the hype's kind of died down.
Yeah,
I don't
keep
know.
it going. What better?
All
way
it
to-
would take is featuring more content about the game
Was it-
during
yeah.
E3 coming up.
Yeah,
Oh, they just have to put out a beta, and if the beta was good, like look at Overwatch. No one was really talking about it, and the beta blew up, and everyone got excited. So that's
Yep,
a better
that's
tactic.
true.
That's true.
Moving on, our next piece is a big rumor. Xbox rumor dropped the big bomb on us. We supposedly are going to have 2 new Xbox SKUs coming out, announced at E3. One of them will just be a slim Xbox, so you get the same exact hardware, just in a smaller package, which is a good thing since the Xbox is huge. But the other big piece of news is the codename Scorpio is a new Xbox that's about 4 times powerful than the current hardware, which sounds like it's going toe-to-toe with the still rumored PlayStation Neo.
Oh, that's interesting.
Well, why Scorpio? I don't understand.
It's just a
a
code
code
name. Yeah,
Doesn't mean anything.
It's just like if they say they just want a project name, so they named
It's
it
like
something
NX. NX is just a project name too. It's not going to
But
be called
NX,
NX.
Nintendo. I mean,
The Wii was Dolphin.
Yeah, we was Dolphin.
I think
thought it was the
Wii U was
Revolution.
Project Cafe.
Yeah.
I thought Wii was Revolution.
It was also Dolphin.
So they're gonna try to put the new Xbox is supposed to be something for VR.
That's another rumor, yeah. So another developer came out and said that they're currently developing a VR game for Xbox to come out next year, and it's supposedly a currently existing franchise and using the Oculus.
That doesn't
Ooh.
surprise me because I know Microsoft's been working closely with Oculus Rift for it to be natively supported on Windows 10.
Don't they already have an app where you can stream to Oculus? Isn't that one of the big things? About
Yeah,
Oculus?
you also you can stream your Xbox games to your computer and play them on your Oculus Rift. Yeah,
I'm sure it's in the works. I'm just curious to see how much more powerful this one would be versus the Sony upgrade.
I read
Yeah.
that both PlayStation Neo and if there is a new SKU for Xbox, that they'll meet the bare minimum requirements. So basically, it'll be equivalent to a GTX 970, which is the minimum requirement for VR right now.
I think if they drop it, with VR capabilities, it's just going to open the door for a massive improvement in just VR in general. Because I know this feels like the direction the gaming, basically, bigwigs are heading towards. Because it's a new way to make a lot of more money. At least in my opinion.
It's the next step in
True.
innovation. I think.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be like the interactive cameras that they're trying to put out in this last gen.
Have you ever seen?
You think it's
that-
going to fail? Is what you're
No,
saying?
it's not going to fail. I think it's what they're trying to do.
Have you ever
Everyone's trying to
seen
move
the
to it.
anime Sword Art Online? They use the
Yes.
whole VR. I think it would be kind of like that.
Yeah,
one
that's
day.
that's a little more advanced, but yeah,
One
They're
day, just
fully
lay on your
immersive.
bed.
fully immersive,
Once you
falling
get
asleep, and
high
stuff like that.
resolution screens enough, yeah.
Give it
Well,
30 years.
that one is like you get like you fall asleep and your body feels everything you feel in the game. That's a totally different world. But we'll see.
Yeah. Keeping with the VR news, another anonymous sources is leaking all over the place today. An anonymous IT person, they don't even know what company they're from, said that the PlayStation Neo was created just because the PlayStation VR is supposedly so terrible on launch PS4s. How do we feel about that? I know Will have a strong opinion on
What I
this
tell
one.
you, Ryan,
What'd you tell him?
No Man's
What'd you tell
Sky,
him?
No
What'd you
Man's
tell
Sky
him?
delay could potentially be for Neo.
But this source makes it sound like everything we've seen for VR supposedly runs terrible, and all of us at this table have used it before.
Well,
so
We already know that. I think it doesn't run terrible. I think what happens is if you're trying to port over a game that has like higher resolution textures and things like that, it doesn't run very well.
yeah, I agree. I think we're going to see a lot of PlayStation 3 level things, and maybe even lower for the big experiences on PlayStation VR. We're not going to get high end graphics like Uncharted 4 this generation.
I'm curious to see the difference between PSVR, what's it called, Valkyrie, and Oculus Rift Valkyrie.
No,
How different the quality of the graphics is, because it looks pretty.
have you used
Pretty
Valkyrie
good.
yet?
No, I don't have Oculus Rift. It's
I don't
an
know if it's
exclusive.
on there. You're the only one here who currently has VR. Will
I'm waiting for a GIF to get Vive support. It's supposed to drop this month, and there's only like
Just
2
out
more
of
days.
curiosity, how much was your VR in total, all of it?
include the computer.
What are you talking? Include the computer? I bought the
Price
computer a long time
drop.
ago.
If I wanted
the
to go buy
Vive?
one right
You
now,
can't.
The
They
Vive
don't
is the
sell
most
them.
expensive one. That's why it's most available.
All
It's
right, well, how much?
$900.
$900. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, next up,
$900. I thought it was $700.
No,
Oh my
you're thinking.
God.
You're thinking of the Oculus Rift. Oculus Rift is $600.
$900.
So, do you think that current PlayStation adopters will be angry that this 0.5 update's coming out?
I think it's just they're gonna have games that are VR exclusively for PlayStation Neo. They
don't
got
think
to.
so.
While most of the regular games are gonna have high res versions.
Reports have said no. I think as long as Sony markets it correctly, which they probably won't, it'll be fine. But if they go out there and screw up how they pitch it to the public, which is very slippery slope, which I think it'll piss a lot of people. People are already pissed off because this is all out there. Everyone knows about it, and no one knows exactly what it is. So it's causing people to argue and get mad at the purchase.
Well, I think right now consoles are basically PCs. So they could release a new version of the console every 2 years and just keep it rolling like that and have a backwards compatibility with all the other ones. It's not like it's a completely new architecture every new iteration.
The general
Like
public,
it was before.
Yeah, but the general public isn't
piss us
gonna.
off.
Yeah, we don't want to buy a new one. I mean, they're not Apple.
Well, it's like phones. It could be like phones.
But
Just
people
every
don't
few
want it
years
to
you
be
buy a
like
new phone. It's your games for your old phone still work.
Yeah, but you have your phone with
You just
you.
have access to
Most
new-
people have their phone on them all the time, every day, every minute. Whereas you don't have your console on you every minute. You'll maybe play once or twice a week for an average gamer.
Obviously, you wouldn't want to get one new one every year, but like every 2 to 3 years, maybe. I don't know.
I
I think
see the thing
They made them
is,
cheaper, maybe.
your
but
phone is subsidized to your bill that you're paying every month, so people aren't just like dropping down like $400 every 2 years. It's hidden
Plus the
within their
add-ons
bill.
and the games.
Plus,
You
your
buy the
phone makes
phone.
calls, but PlayStation doesn't make phone calls yet.
Skype. Skype on
Phones-
Microsoft.
Oh, fuck,
Xbox.
Skype.
Phones have become essentially a necessity in American culture. A console is not. It's a luxury. And when you drop $400 on it right when it comes out, you want it to last for a long time. So having one come out so soon really burns the audience. The normal console market isn't like a PC market where people want to keep their PCs cutting edge.
I agree that is breaking the mold that we've been into for a long time. So
No.
I don't know how it'll work out.
They have to be very
I mean,
careful.
if they could make a console that was like probably the size of an iPad, and then like it could connect to your, to anyone's TV remotely, you could take it to your friend's house. That would be more people would be willing to pay for it because it's newer technology. This one you have to take wires with you, all your controllers, a whole bunch of stuff.
This is why I think the most popular VR, and it's already on the most popular, is going to be mobile VR. You buy a new phone. You're already buying a new phone every year or two, and
That's
they're
true.
working on 4K screens. Google has a VR headset coming that's going to use a phone, and they have their Daydream platform, which is basically a standard for Android operating system to do VR. So mobile VR, I think, is going to be the number one, and we're going to get a lot of content from mobile VR being ported over to the consoles.
And we'll get better versions on PSVR.
I wonder if they'll start integrating more movies into the VR.
Yeah,
Like,
they already
you
have.
sit there and just
They have
Stuff
like a
on.
lot of. They have like basically YouTube. Do have porn, but they have like a
it's
YouTube.
like you're there.
A YouTube of 360 videos. The only thing is it's a lot of bandwidth because it has to be really high quality videos. Otherwise, it looks super blurry and it's terrible.
What videos have you watched, Will?
I watched one of India where you get to go around
All right.
India. It was pretty cool.
Okay.
You get to see the slums.
Okay.
That Jungle Book thing was pretty cool. Preview
Okay.
for Jungle Book. And yeah, of course, I have tried to porn.
Oh.
And every
You
video
tried
download,
or you're still trying?
What the heck?
I plead the fifth. When you download them, they're like at least
Oh, and you downloaded it.
at least 15 gigs.
Oh, that's a big commitment.
That's- Damn.
You're downloading them? Oh yeah, you're
Well, you
downloading
have
them
to
to the buffer.
download it.
Yeah.
You have to download
Must
it.
have had a big ass.
They're at least 15 gigs, so it's like I said, it's a lot of bandwidth compared to how videos are today. that are
I wonder if
streaming.
they'll fix that, make it smaller.
It
as
has to
far
be
as
big.
improvement.
The only thing is that we have to do is to improve network speed, which is happening. And Google is making their networks here faster. So
I guess we'll have to wait.
Big changes are coming. You want to talk about this next topic, Will?
So nobody's heard about the Captain America news, so I'll break it down for you right now. There's a new comic that was just released by Marvel, and they wanted to make this a big one for Captain America. So Captain America has been revealed as a sleeper agent this whole time for Hydra.
Oh yeah, I heard about that. And he's got a Hydra suit on, right?
Yeah, a lot of people are pissed off
Oh, I
about
saw
it.
That son of a bitch.
I saw a screenshot or something of that. I didn't.
Are
Yeah.
you
Real.
serious?
Yeah, yeah.
Man,
So
fuck
could you,
that.
Could you imagine them
I did
taking
not-
this over to the movie cinematic
That
universe?
is such a crap
Marvel
play.
movie cinematic universe.
Oh my god. That's horrible. That's like saying this entire time Master Chief was Cortana. Holy crap. No, it's so stupid.
Cortana was in his head the whole time.
Shut up. No. This is no. This is horrible. Like, what the hell? It's
You're
like
very passionate, Tommy.
No, because it's annoying. It's like they're really trying to milk the cow now.
Seriously.
But that's not the movie universe. They're talking about the comic book universe.
Still.
That's what I'm saying.
It could
The
be
whole-
carried over.
The whole entire thing about him is the whole how I just screwed him over and his friend and all that shit. And now all of a sudden, like, oh wait, actually, just kidding.
Just
he was
kidding.
a member the
I
whole
agree.
goddamn
I
time.
agree. It seems like just a lame excuse to have a twist.
Yeah, it's like they're sitting there like, man, what can we do to piss everyone off?
Maybe he's going to be a triple agent, Tommy.
That's even more
That's even stupider.
You mean
Silly.
the double agent?
No, it'd be a triple agent because double agent would be he's for America but Hydra. Triple agent, he's
No.
for America
'Cause he's
but
current-
Hydra but
no, I
still
think,
America.
I think a double agent is you go bad and then go
Yeah,
good again.
yeah, you go back and good. Double
no,
agent's
double
the-
agent would be you're working for a place but you're actually working for the other place.
I don't know if you know what that is.
Yeah, I just told you.
He would be a double agent right now because
an agent of Hydra.
and then he'll be a triple agent if he's actually. Oh no, I'm actually
I've never heard of
working.
triple agent.
No, what are you guys
Tyler?
talking about?
Tyler, what-
he's not an agent for good
You've
right
never
now.
heard of
He's
a
just a
triple
good
agent
guy.
before?
But he's an agent for Hydra.
Tyler watches a lot of James Bond, and James Bond is 007. Double agent.
Triple digits.
What do you think, Tyler?
Define double and triple agent, Tyler.
I don't know the exact definition.
What do you think?
I think Ryan's wrong.
No, I'm right. I'm right. I know I'm right.
He's like, Ryan's
Sorry,
wrong
Ryan.
and so is Marvel. This is crap.
So he was doing some
Okay,
work.
okay.
All right.
I'll give you the definition of double agent, but I don't think it's right. Yeah, I think this is the one I read. It says an agent who pretends to act as a spy for one country or organization while acting on behalf of an enemy.
Okay.
That's all it
Shit,
says.
so they would be triple agent then.
That's a double agent where he's working for us, but actually Hydra.
okay.
But
Alright.
what if he's actually working for us and is spying on Hydra,
So that's a
pretending
triple
to be
agent.
Hydra?
I'm
So
a-
if he's
I'm a-
working for America but goes to Hydra and we think he's actually for
Oh.
Hydra, but he's still working for America, that's a triple
The
agent.
Wait
fact
a
that we're
second,
talking
wait a
about this
second.
is stupid.
Wait a second. I went ahead and I went ahead and Googled triple agent, and there is no such thing.
We've all heard it before though.
It just says-
it says double agent. It says double agent.
Oh man.
404, not found.
Okay, so we haven't heard much about Division recently. So Division Update 1.2 dropped on May 24th. It has new gear sets. It has the raid, new Zone gear stashes, new named weapons. You have to be level 30 to do the raid. But when it launched, it had a lot of bugs. The main boss for the raid wouldn't show up, and a lot of other things. But they're working on cleaning that up since then. So do you guys think it's worth trying?
Yeah,
Nah.
definitely.
I'm not
Are
Let's
you
in.
gonna
do
hop
it.
back in?
Sure, I'll do it.
Nah, I'm not cool to go back anymore. I'm done with that game.
So he'll.
I'll play it again. I mean, I don't mind jumping in and playing the game again.
I wouldn't do it by myself, but if you guys played, I'd definitely jump on.
So 3 yays, 1 nay? From the people that actually have it and didn't return it.
I don't have it.
I've
I
never
never
played
played it. And I don't think this is going to make me want to play it.
Do you have a PS4?
No, I don't. See, even worse.
You'd have to have a PS4 to play
We
with.
played it on Xbox.
We did play on Xbox. Yeah, you could play with us.
Oh, yeah. This is still not motivated. by something.
But you don't have a PS4? You bought an Xbox?
Yes, I did.
Wow.
The hell?
I
Why?
stand
He was
by it.
he was the one person that said
Stands
I want
by.
an Xbox and
Of
not.
course,
the
everybody
PlayStation.
always stands by their bad decisions.
Whoa.
Ryan,
Whoa,
Ryan
hey,
and Jeff are
hey.
Ryan and Jeff are very passionate PlayStation people. So do you want to?
Yeah, I'm noticing.
I have both.
justify
I just-
yourself
I
for why
just-
you have
We
an
both have
Xbox?
both consoles.
I just prefer the PlayStation.
I've
every
documented
way.
my trials.
I have
with
no brand
Xbox.
loyalty. I like all of them.
I've
so.
had a PlayStation 2, and then after that, I just said, F this noise, and I went to Xbox. And I stayed there.
poor decision.
And you know what? I've even bought the next gen after the 360, so I'm happy with it.
All right, that's cool.
360 was my main last gen.
Oh, well, there you go.
That's cool.
It is cool.
All right.
It's very good. Anyway, let's go on to one of our major topics of the week, Overwatch, the Blizzard game that came out that everyone was going nuts about. So what'd you guys think of Overwatch?
Who wants to go first? Me.
I really
Go
liked
ahead.
it.
I enjoyed it quite a bit. I didn't think I was gonna like it. I actually talked crap on it,
Me too.
and I liked it. I really liked it a lot.
Yeah, I'm on the same boat as Sohail. I wasn't really too into it, but Amazon had a good deal, so I figured why not. And you know, what? Launch day and day after, I had a great time playing with all my friends. I have some issues with it that I think hinders me staying with it for a long time, but right now I'm having a great time with it.
What are your issues with it?
I think it has a weak progression system that doesn't really give you
Oh.
a draw to stay with it.
Well, that's what Sohail thinks is the best part about it. You don't
I-
have to
I
earn
enjoy
your
that.
equipment.
I enjoy it because it's more like friends on friends, right?
Isn't it like a Call of Duty kind of thing, where it's just like you
No,
just go
Call
and
of
you
Duty-
Call of Duty, you unlock guns, you
Yeah.
unlock
Call of
grenades,
Duty's-
you unlock perks.
well, like in the old ones though.
No,
like-
this game benefit. The thing that's good about this game is that it gives you the ability to say, all my friends are going to play. All of us are going to choose a certain character. If you decide to not choose a character, your team is going to fail. If you don't choose like a support or a tank or something like that, your team's going to fail. If you want to choose your favorite character, that's fine. As long as your team members, your friends, decide that they're going to choose other characters. I think that unlocks.
Wait, so if you don't choose a character, your team fails.
Not necessarily.
a
but
certain support.
How do you play the game if you don't choose?
Let's
a
say
character?
everyone on your team goes tank. Your team's
Okay.
gonna fail.
There's certain
So you have
classes.
to have diversity.
There's
Yeah,
like
diversity in the team.
Okay,
there's like
that
an
makes
attack
more sense.
class.
The big disadvantage not
like
to do
a
that.
support class.
So
and
it's
then
not
there's
automatic.
tank
Like
class.
I know a lot of other games where you have to. It locks people and you have to fill in the roles or else
No.
it doesn't start it.
It doesn't make
is,
you,
This,
yeah.
this makes.
Everybody could be a dick and choose.
Oh, so this
whatever
is
their
just pure
favorite
strategy
character
on
is,
your
yeah.
own part.
Yeah.
But they do give you
Oh.
suggestions. Like if your team's choosing poorly, they say you don't have any support, you don't have any defense.
Nudge, nudge, hint,
Yeah.
hint.
Yeah, that's what they do, and that's really cool.
You need a medic.
And I don't. One
Yeah.
thing I don't like about, like, let's say, let's throw out there Call of Duty. You have to earn so many things to get like an unlock for a gun. Once someone gets to that unlock, now they're an ultimate player. Now they have this super gun that when they go play with people at lower level, there's no connection. Those guys are on low level, never have a chance. So I think that this game, it keeps everyone level, keeps the game fun. Everyone gets good at certain characters. There's multiple characters in certain columns, which is great.
I think if you're not a really good player at shooters in general, you could be support class and just always be support class. I think it's open to a lot of people.
Yeah, there's always something you can do in this game, and like so, I like it too, because you don't need to invest a bunch of time to get better weapons or whatever. I mean, there's skins and other unlockables, but they're purely cosmetic. And I really like this game. I like everything about it. I like the characters. I like how even when you walk, each character, their weapons interact with the way you walk, and if you jump, like that girl May or Me who freezes people. If you shoot, some of her liquid goes down halfway, and if you look up, the water moves with the way you look too.
Yeah,
So-
I really like that they made so many characters. Each character has like their own personality and behavior.
So you like that there's a huge diversity in characters.
Yeah, the characters have a lot of personality to them, and their perks and skill sets are part of that. So
It's a masterclass in design.
it's not like Division where everybody looks exact same with beanies hats.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's got a lot of energy, and it's really approachable to everybody. Everyone can pick it up. And
Can it be confusing?
No.
No.
Yeah,
really.
I think so. I mean,
No.
if you don't
Because there's so much
understand-
difference.
Honestly, this game has a really low learning curve.
But if you think about
Unless you're like perfecting and going against like a high
Besides
skill
Lucio, yeah, we all know exactly what each character does, playing him maybe one time.
but we're all very familiar with shooters in general. If someone came into this game thinking it was a straight up shooter, they might have a lot of issue if they did pick Lucio as their first character. And
Yeah,
not
but
really
Nick's
know.
played it. Nick's 7, and he kicks ass at it. He's better than Sloan, and he gets multiple plays of the game. So if a 7-year-old can pick it up, then it's got to say something about the game.
So you guys talked about how the beta helped this game. Did you guys know 9.7 million players did the beta?
Yes, it was a
That's
pretty
a
big
lot.
beta
Only
launch.
4.6 million did Destiny and 6.4 million did Division.
That's a big
Good
launch.
numbers.
Yeah, there's a
Well,
lot
I
of
mean,
people that did
you know, it was a Blizzard game. Blizzard's popular. It's known for its game. So, I mean, a lot of people are probably anticipating it.
Blizzard gets a lot of attention when they release something. So
Well,
I mean, they got their own con, for goodness sake.
they have they have a long legacy for caring about their player base.
That's true.
is anyone else familiar where this game came from? About how it was their original MMO follow up to WoW, and then that kind of turned into a failure and turned.
Wait,
into
it was
this?
something. It was named something
It was
else.
Titan.
Titan.
They were making
exactly.
Titan, and it just
then
wasn't working
they're
out.
like,
Yeah, I
this is
remember
crap.
that story. I never read all the details.
It was pretty ballsy for them to just, completely say, "F this new game," and then just trash it and start from scratch. I mean, it's
Well, isn't
a
that what
lot
they
of
did
work.
with Destiny too? Like had a
Was
game
that?
and they trashed
Essentially.
it.
No,
they came back with it.
It was always a picture they wanted. They just
Yeah, this is like
the
a whole
sto-
different thing.
The way the story and stuff worked is what they redid.
That's interesting.
The gameplay was what they wanted.
So, do you think this game does it have legs in your opinion? Because Blizzard is they promised plenty of free content going forward instead of a season pass. But do you guys think that's enough?
Right now, I see myself sticking around for a couple weeks. But if everyone still plays a lot, I won't get rid of my copy, so I can jump on every or twice a week and just have some fun.
Can you do LAN?
I don't know.
I don't know. I haven't tried it.
Like how the Halo.
I
3
doubt it. I don't think so because it's all on their server. Like,
It's
you
how
can't
cool
even,
would it be?
BattleNet now.
you can't even play. You can't even fight bots without being on their server.
Have you tried that? The player versus AI thing? I haven't tried it either. Did you try it, Will?
No, well, I only did was the one where you're in the shooting range. I didn't try it against AI.
Or you
yet,
follow
no.
a tracer around and
That tutorial is so dumb.
Yeah, after that.
How many people can you split screen?
No,
I don't think so.
no, you can't split screen.
Oh dang! so you can't be in the house with like 3 of your buddies and be like, "All right,
It's
let's Overwatch."
from what I heard on PC, it's pretty resource intensive game for you to be able to do split screen. It wouldn't be 60 FPS, which it is right now, and I like it at 60 FPS. So I hope they don't change that.
Plays very smooth.
Yeah.
Okay. So overall, what would you guys rate this game? Will, we'll start with you.
9 out of 10 for a multiplayer only game. It's what you expect.
Not bad. Ryan?
I give it 8.5.
Okay. Jeff?
I do have one problem with it,
What's that?
and joining your friends sometimes is a fucking hassle.
Matchmaker.
That's
And
true.
For some reason, it just randomly kicks you.
I like that.
and
It's better than Battlefront, though. I always had so many problems with Battlefront with joining your friends.
Battlefront still doesn't work. Whenever Nick
I
plays,
know.
it
It's
still
only-
doesn't work.
It's just pairs 2 people, and after that, it's hard for you to get in the
so
same game.
stupid. It's so frustrating. But other than that, I really
Never
I
had these
love
problems on
Overwatch.
Xbox.
I played Battlefront on Xbox and I did this.
Yeah,
You
Battlefront
play
Xbox?
Master Chief Collection, Tommy.
Yeah, exactly. It's the
You know
worst-
what? Yes, I did.
worst of all time.
Speaking of Master Chief Collection, 10 gig day 1 update.
Yeah, that was ridiculous. When I popped that sucker in and it said 10 gigabyte download, I was like, oh, fuck this. I'll
My
go eat dinner.
PS4
Well,
crushed
see you
that in
next
10
week.
minutes.
Your PS4 did not crush that.
There's
in
no
10
way it did in
minutes.
10 minutes. You just shared internet.
Just saying.
You probably popped in the game, updated while you're in
I had
rest
a
mode or
burrito.
something like that.
I give Overwatch a 9 though.
Okay. So, Will, what do you give it?
I give it a 9 as well. For what I expected, it gets higher marks. I was going to give it like a 5 if it was what I thought it was.
If I was expecting a campaign or something like that,
Yeah.
I would have given it a lower amount. But I was expecting a fun multiplayer game.
The multiplayer game is just it's really fun to play.
I think it might be. Go ahead.
Go ahead. I'm good.
I think it might be fun to come back to this maybe like in 6 months and see if our rankings still are the same.
So,
So maybe
I
just
have
start
a
around
question. So,
sometime.
this is right now available on PC and on the consoles, correct?
Cool.
Right.
Yes.
Which would you guys prefer, or would you, say would be the better to experience Overwatch for the first time, on PC or on a console?
Wherever your friends are.
That's true. Friends. But also the PC Master Race says the PC's where it's at.
Interesting.
It's all for me. I'm kind of torn, but the fact that I like to play with a controller and everybody on PC plays with mouse and keyboard, I'd rather play on console so I can play with a controller.
All right. So, topic number 2 of the week: Xmen Apocalypse. I would say half anticipated, half non-anticipated movie. What do you guys think of X-Men Apocalypse? Will, since you didn't join us that night, what did you think of the movie first?
Okay, well, as you guys know, Apocalypse is one of my favorite villains, so I went into this movie with a lot of resentment of what they did to him. But, well, let me just say what I didn't like first. I mean, they had a lot of unfinished scenes, like the crashed boat at the very end, and they didn't even have complete textures on that. The scene where Olivia Munn flew off the building and was caught by the bird guy. It was full
Angel?
CG. Yeah, the angel, and it was full CG, and her boobs looked so fake, and like they doubled in size. It was like out of nowhere. It looked terrible.
She's my least favorite character in the movie.
Apocalypse in the comics and in like the cartoons I grew up watching, could grow in size and he could change his shape, and he can only do that in the dream world, which is kind of annoying. So
But they didn't say he couldn't do it in the real world.
well,
It's true.
did he do it in the real world?
They
he didn't, but
do it
he
in the
could.
real
He
world.
didn't say he couldn't.
It really didn't show a need for him to do it.
It seems like they took
Wait.
shortcuts on CG. The main villain most of the time the main villain was just makeup. Beast was most of the time just a regular human. He never really turned into Beast until like halfway through the movie. And when he did, most of the time he was walking around like a normal person. He only like jumped around a little bit. That being stated, and all those complaints, I thought they made a lot of steps in the right direction. The characters started to actually have costumes, and they actually looked like the regular characters, kind of like Deadpool, actually looking like Deadpool.
Much appreciated.
Yeah.
Yes.
And the interactions between the characters are great. There's some great surprises and some
Right.
really good action sequences. So all that said and done, I really enjoyed myself a lot more than I thought I would, even though they really pulled a Deadpool on my main villain,
Right.
Apocalypse.
So
'Cause
what would
they
you
sewed his mouth shut and made
Yeah.
what would you rate the movie then?
7 out of 10.
Ooh, that's nice. That's interesting. So you want to go around the circle?
Yes,
You wanna
we
go-
will. Ryan.
I agree with Will. I'll give it a 7. I went in there with really low expectations, but I like the last 2 X-Men movies a lot, so I kind of wanted to like it a lot, and I had a really good time. I thought the character interactions were fun, and they developed in a realistic way, I thought. Some of them were underdeveloped, like Jubilee didn't really do anything, but overall, it was a fun little popcorn action flick.
Awesome. Tyler, did you see X-Men Apocalypse?
I didn't see it.
Oh,
Okay.
All right, good stuff. And Encore, we know that
What were
you
you
didn't
talking
see
about
it.
then? if you didn't
No, I
see it?
said I hadn't seen it. I hadn't seen the last one, so that's why I didn't see
What?
this
So
one.
instead of saying that, what did you think about the commercials? Since the commercials are out, you can talk about those.
I don't like too much CGI in movies, and that's another reason why I don't like a lot of Marvel movies,
Okay.
because I hate CGI because most of it looks really fake.
So you're definitely
don't
not gonna
like
like this then. All right.
But I will say I like the first one. Wait, what's it called
First
again?
Class.
First
First
Class.
Class.
I like First Class a lot.
Oh,
But you like the old cartoon, right?
I love the old cartoon.
oh,
Yeah.
cartoon was nice.
Did you like Apocalypse in the
Apocalypse
cartoon?
was one of the coolest.
What do you think it looks like
villains.
now?
I don't like the way he looks. And then
Yeah.
He just looks.
He doesn't. He doesn't look.
I'm glad you agree
Great.
with me, Tyler.
Looks weak.
It didn't look
Yeah.
as bad as the promo pictures made it look.
Oh, I
though.
think actually I was
That
going
is
to mention
true.
that.
The
I think they
his
changed
voice
his
wasn't too
color.
bad.
They made him colorless.
He's
He's a lot less purple and a lot more gray.
We'll get to that, but wait. Let's finish going around and see what everyone rates. Encore, you haven't seen it, so because you were partying in Vegas.
But what do you think about the commercials?
Me?
Yeah, you.
I'm not a big fan of this. I'm not a big fan of this reboot X-Men franchise. I don't like Jennifer Lawrence as Mystique. But I mean, I was gonna watch it either way. The trailer didn't really appeal to me, but I'm still gonna watch it, and I'm sure I'll enjoy it.
All right then. It's fair enough. Jeff.
I give it a 7 out of 10 as well as Will. I used to watch the cartoon. I liked it a lot. I used to love Apocalypse because everybody was so scared of him. He was so menacing. And he was just so fucking powerful. But in this movie, he was none of those at all. Nobody was afraid of him. Nobody even really seemed to like care too much until he, got powerful. Kind of
making me not want to watch it.
I kind of felt like they showed up to him in like happenstance.
Yeah.
You kind of felt like
Does
it was
he
too
even
much.
have a big role in it?
Of course, he has a
You
big
know-
role.
Well,
in
I
it.
don't know.
No,
I have no
I-
idea.
I mean, it's
from the
X-Men
way-
Apocalypse. So
Without,
still,
no. It's
that
a
might
fair
not mean a
question
lot.
because without giving away too much, he didn't have a big role. He didn't really fulfill what he could have done.
Yeah, his
Could-
purpose.
I mean, he had a role, but could he have done more? Yeah.
he's
But
a-
he didn't. His role wasn't huge. It wasn't like, oh shit, dude, that's Apocalypse. It was just like, oh, he
I
spent
mean,
more
it
time.
wasn't like Ultron, I guess you could say.
He spent more time, especially in the commercials. Like he spent more time just like fucking around, walking, trying to convince
Yeah,
Storm
Scrooge is
and
popping
Angel.
up. Yeah,
to-
most of it was recruiting his angels.
He has like no relation to the heroes of the story. No one has any reason to know who he is, really.
and they all just blindly follow him. Just like, okay, cool, all right.
We'll see.
What
All
did
right.
you
Are they
think,
Are they
Soil?
making another? Oh, I'm sorry.
No, go
No,
ahead.
go ahead.
Are they
Tyler.
making another one with Apocalypse in it?
I think that
might.
I feel like there's something at the end that gives it another feel. We'll talk about that in
hated
the
that.
next
So
episode.
tired of that.
We'll talk about that in the next part. We'll spoil a little bit later. But I think that this movie did better than what I thought it was going to do. I'm on the same boat as William. When I first saw the commercials, I thought that Apocalypse looked like crap. He looked like a plastic character, but now when I watched it, he still didn't look great. He was, little bit looks like his face was painted by a face painter, but that was one thing that I could live with. I thought that everybody knows that Quicksilver is in this movie. Quicksilver was a great addition. I thought he was my favorite character in the movie.
Same. He really saved the movie for me.
Yeah, he saved the movie. He saved the movie wasn't that character wasn't what I was looking forward to, but once I watched it, I thought he saved the movie. So, looking forward to seeing more of Quicksilver in the next movie, and we'll see what happens.
So what do you rate it? What's your rating?
I give it a 7 too.
Oh,
William Moe setting the trend.
so we got a 7.
I give it a 6.9.
If I went off for the commercial, I would have given it a 4.
Wow.
So it's a
True.
big jump.
Yeah, it is. So Will gave it a 7.
Can I add on to why I got a 7?
Why did you guess?
The CGI was terrible. I think it was like 2006 to CGI.
Did you notice that boat too at the end?
I noticed the boat.
boat
I
had,
noticed.
like, no textures.
Did you see? There was a scene where something happened, and one of the characters, I'm going to say Mystique, because she's in the movie. Her CG was something happened. It was really bad.
That's another thing that I thought they took a shortcut on. Is she was not her Mystique self. They explained it most of the movie, but I mean,
Well,
it
you know,
seemed like
she
it's
even
cop
said
out.
in an interview that they didn't do the whole full body painting anymore. It was more of a bodysuit that she wore most of the time.
Yeah, but
She looks
it didn't-
horrible, dude. Like
in the movie.
Mystique's stupid anyway.
ahead, Encore.
Fucking A, man.
I
Go
mean,
ahead, Encore.
Rebecca Romijn Stamos, she looked great, and she didn't have that many lines. Nobody wants to see.
Like checking your Instagram at the same time.
I can multitask.
He's distracted.
But yeah, I mean, like hopefully, they've all talked about it recently, right? And they said if you're Fassbender and McAvoy, and they're like, if you come back, are you, I might not come. Whatever they say, if you come back, I'll come back, or some shit like
They made
that.
a deal.
So I just
All
hope
three
they
of them.
don't enough with her, dude. Like enough making Mystique movies. I want to see X-Men movies.
Seriously, no more Mystique.
I liked her in the first two.
Dude, she doesn't look good.
I think
she
she was
looks
great.
ugly as hell in blue paint.
I think she was good. Does it have to be sexy?
I think
Rebecca Moraine
looks
looks
fine. I don't know why.
amazing.
you
There's
make a big
so
deal out of
many
it.
X-Men characters. There's so many. Why do they have to
Was,
rehash
um,
all the old ones?
Was Gambit in this?
No.
Oh, he's one of the best.
Yeah, I don't know, but I think that the movie did better than what I thought it was. The CGI really did, in parts, was so distracting.
Do you guys think
So-
she phoned in the role?
no.
Jennifer
I don't
Lawrence?
think
No.
she's going
Fine.
in the
That's
role.
what
I liked her. In the
She did pretty well in this movie. The thing that I think the people that didn't do well in acting are certain characters that I don't want to bring up, but we'll see. And when we do the spoiler section, we'll talk about it.
I give it an 8.5.
What?
And why?
What?
And
You
why?
lied.
And
That's
why?
a huge rating.
All right.
Oh.
So let me
You
explain.
love this movie, didn't
Let me
you?
explain why I gave it an 8.5. Yes, Apocalypse kind of looked like crap. Yes, some of the characters were a bit stale, but we're skipping over the fact that a lot of the characters did very well. The plot was actually really nice. I thought it was good. It flowed well.
Did you grow up with Apocalypse as one of your favorite villains? And
He wasn't one of my favorite villains, but I saw him a lot when I was a kid. And I mean, I kind of understand where they went with this. Apocalypse in the cartoons looks more alienish than anything, and they try to make Apocalypse look
I think
more like he was a
the
human.
Original Apocalypse melded, and he can control his body and like form into stuff. He melded with alien technology, so that's why he looks like that.
Yeah. So, but I mean, I can see
'Cause
where
it's
they're
like
trying
Egypt,
to.
the aliens helped build the pyramids, all that.
Yeah,
stuff.
of course. But they're always going for. I mean, if you look at Beast too, like in the cartoons, Beast is huge. He's pretty buff. In this one, he's more like a human werewolf looking thing.
Yeah, but I mean, why not be accurate to the comics and make him look more like he is in the comic books?
They could, but at the same time, I think they're trying to go for something that's more like someone who hasn't seen X-Men or hasn't followed the comics could be like, okay, that makes
we've already
sense.
been there though, like the first X-Men where they all
Well,
wear
look,
the tight black
what-
leather.
yeah, but think about
now
it.
They're
They're
finally
saying
getting
that
to the actual
there's-
costumes.
Right, but look, they're saying that, okay, a mutant, is a human being who all of a sudden realizes they have these powers. It comes out of them, right? Most of the people are regular human beings who have the powers. So by that thought process, they're probably going for something like, all right, so the villain would probably look human-ish and have powers that would make him, like, overpowered.
I also really don't like that Beast is not in his form the whole time, because at least in the cartoons, he was such a strong supporter of him not having to hide himself or who he is. But now he just takes a
Agreed.
couple pills
Agreed.
and he's fucking normal.
Oh, he switches back and forth?
Well, let's not break it too much.
It has nothing to do with the plot
I think
at all.
he did the same thing in X-Men 3, didn't he? Was he in it?
Yeah, he's done it since all of these ones. He's been flipping back and forth. I don't think he did when Kelsey Grammer did. I think Kelsey Grammer was
Yeah,
always
he was
Beast.
permanent. Yeah, he was always Beast.
Was he fighting for the cure? I forget.
I think
In the
so.
Last Stand, was he for it or against it? I don't know why you guys hate the Last
It was
Stand, dude.
a bad
I
movie.
think
I actually like
think
The
in
Last Stand.
he was
It's
a
been a long time since I've seen it. I'll probably have to go back and watch it again, but it's been a long time.
Yeah, it was like super emotional and stuff like that.
Wait, that was the third one, right?
Yeah.
I'll watch it again
No,
and then
that-
I'll.
I didn't like it that much. It was
Why?
kind of.
What
it
was
was,
wrong with
well, I
it?
mean, I didn't really care
They're-
for those three.
Who?
The original three.
But what was wrong with that movie?
I just didn't think it
It
was
was
kind of
goofy.
boring. Yeah,
The-
it wasn't.
The dialogue was goofy. The characters were goofy. The fight was goofy. I'm the Juggernaut, bitch.
That was really lame.
That came from
on.
the stupid.
Actually,
YouTube
I'll
stuff.
tell you
But they
something.
still put it in the movie.
Yeah,
I
still
tell
the
you-
movie.
This is some pop culture.
I'll tell you something funny about that. Actually, I was in the movie theater, and that scene where he says, "I'm the Juggernaut, bitch," and he runs towards her. At that very moment, just before contact, the screen went blank, and the theater, I don't know what happened. The lights turned on. We're like, "What the hell? What happened?" And then like the fumbling to figure it out. When they brought it back on, it was like the next scene already. We're like, "What the fuck happened to the Juggernaut?" And no one knew. But at least we got our money back. Saw the movie for free.
There you go.
Found out later on he's smashed into the wall.
That's what Juggernaut does.
Juggernaut's a
Except
cool
he knocked
character,
himself
too.
out.
Character,
He's a
but-
badass character.
They could have worked him in
It was like
better.
Sabretooth. Sabretooth is a really cool character.
Liev
but,
Schreiber is like one of my
but
favorite.
they ruined him in the
X-Men.
movies. It was just.
I like
Sucks.
Sabretooth in that
The
Wolverine
Wolverine?
prequel.
Oh,
I
I
like
didn't like
Sabretooth
it.
a lot.
No.
I liked Sabretooth a lot.
Those Wolverine movies are so bad.
I liked Sabretooth.
The Wolverine
a
was
lot.
so good. You see that one?
Which one?
The Wolverine.
I think I saw. There's two of them, right?
The Japanese one, dude. He was.
The
Yeah.
There's X-Men
that one's
Origins
good.
Wolverine, and then there's the Wolverine.
No.
The Wolverine's actually really
no.
good.
Wait,
I just rewatched it again twice, and it's not bad, dude.
I don't think I saw that one.
It's good. It's got like the Silver Samurai guy in there at the end.
I don't recall.
It's really good.
Is
You
it
should
on
watch
Netflix?
No.
No.
I'll watch it with you, Tyler. I like it.
You have it?
Yeah.
Oh, legally
All right,
you have
then.
it.
So overall, I think we all can agree this is a 7 to 8 kind of movie. You know, if for you guys, I recommend you watch it. You know, don't get too hung up on the CGI. It's just it is what it is. But you know, for what the movie is, it wasn't bad. It was a lot better than what the trailer showed. So on that note, we will move on to Willie's sickly.
Can I ask one question?
What's your question?
This is a spoiler thing, but I had one major issue with the
sounds
story.
so sad.
Remember when they go to the Weapon X facility? Did that come out of nowhere for anyone else? Kind of like it's like showed up and picked them up.
No.
Was that built up to, or was I falling asleep?
What do you mean?
You were falling asleep at some point. I peeked over and I did see you kind of dozing off a
Because
little
they
bit.
have
It did feel like it kind of didn't fit in. It didn't necessarily have to be there.
Yeah, because the whole mansion gets blown up and Quicksilver does his thing, and like
Well,
right
they
after that scene,
they told us. They said why.
Oh yeah, but was there foreshadowing to that event, or was it just like, hey, we're showing up right now?
No, they were close by because they knew. Everyone knew of the school. They knew.
But they didn't.
I felt like
that earlier.
they did it on purpose to gain Wolverine into the movie.
Like I understand.
That's a spoiler. Are we talking about spoilers?
Yeah,
now?
I said.
I didn't want to do spoilers, but I guess he
You
did
just
it.
made a spoiler. Wait, Tyler hasn't seen it. Too late.
It's fine.
So just you want to do your Secret Willy Well?
All right.
Yeah.
So during the beta of Overwatch on PC, the Tracer emote had a lot of drama about it because it made her butt look super sexy. She had it popping out.
Yes.
And they changed the emote because of that. Have you guys heard about that?
Yes, I did.
A lot of people are upset about that.
So silly.
So there's a lot of sexualization of these characters from people on the internet. And since the launch, the character models have been available on the Blizzard website for creative use, and there's so much focus on the shiny butts of all the characters that people have made porn from them.
Okay.
Wow.
Where are we going? Where are we going, Will?
Where are we going with
I
this?
see where Will's going, and I have something to say.
It's back to the VR again, isn't it?
No, it's not back to the VR. So Blizzard is kind of split into two teams, the legal team and then the developer team. The developer team thinks this falls under fair use and people should be able to use the models for whatever they want. The legal team for Blizzard thinks, oh, this is not appropriate. This is kind of detrimental to our brand, and they're pulling it down from the porn sites, the streaming porn sites.
Wow.
So what do you guys think? Is it fair use?
So imagine. I just want to point out. Imagine the lawyer who's sitting there combing through porn sites. Overwatch
Has
porn.
anyone else seen these videos?
I didn't even know they had
No.
porn videos.
I was very curious, so I did some research.
I did some research too.
Did you have some Gatorade with you?
And it was very disturbing what I saw. The things that you didn't expect to have penises, Will.
I did see the compilation with all of them. That was one of the weird ones, yes.
It is very disgusting and disturbing.
Oh, wow.
So they had porn. Now you want to know which team are we sitting with?
Yeah, does it fall under fair use, or do you think they should not have it because it's bad?
I really don't have.
Blizzard
I really
own
don't.
each of those characters?
I'll tell you
I
what.
think.
And Blizzard owns them; they made them.
I think that anybody has a parody law, right? So you can parody those characters, right?
I guess
they're
misrepresenting
not-
those characters in
they're
that
not
kind of
parodying,
form, I
no.
guess, would be going against the copyright.
Well, what I mean is,
Well,
if they went ahead and parodied those
It's
characters,
basically a
like,
parody.
But it's not parody when you're using the models.
what
I
are they
guess that's
using the
true.
models exactly?
Yeah.
There's no change.
Yeah, they
All
just
you gotta
pulled the
do is just
model
change
off
one
Blizzard.
thing.
That looks exactly. It's like the characters. They have the shiny clothing and everything. It's
Okay.
the characters exactly. Yeah.
Oh, so then if you're using their models, it's illegal. That's all I have to say.
Yes. You don't own those
If
characters.
you make a parody, like if Ryan dressed up like the Japanese guy and said he wanted to be in porn, that's fine.
And
There's nothing you can do about
they
it.
did pull down the models from Blizzard's website now, so nobody can have them anymore. Just because somebody will ruin them with porn.
Well, that it always takes that one person, right?
I mean, it's too late though. It's already out there. So
Yeah, the
I mean,
models are there.
Now it's there forever.
Yeah.
Upload something. And
honestly,
it's
I
there
mean,
forever.
it's illegal. I mean, does it hurt their image? Not really, because
I don't think it hurts their image.
if
I
you got to
they should
think
just let
about it,
happen.
unless you're looking for it, it's not out there. We didn't even
honestly,
know.
I think it helps their promotion of the game. There's people, little kids.
I think it helps the promotion
Yeah,
too.
you're gonna have some weird people. They're gonna watch it. They're like, "Oh, I'm gonna check this game out."
Yeah.
But at the same time, I think it's
True.
really weird that people want to watch these characters have sex.
They
I
got
think they
some
need to
free
stop
marketing.
freaking out about butt emotes and people making porn about their characters.
Does
and
a gorilla have a
and
sex
ride
scene?
the wave.
Probably.
Winston,
Oh god, that's disgusting.
it's the only character I don't like.
No.
I don't know how to play with that character, honestly. So
I don't
whenever
like
later.
him.
I like them.
Okay.
But
All right,
if Blizzard
then.
wants to get rid of it, I don't care. That's their thing. I don't think we have the right to use their models, but if they like it,
I'm
fine.
for fair use. I think people should be able to do what they want.
All right.
With whatever they want.
I mean, obviously, you don't want to like take the game and make it free, but like taking the models and making a movie or porn with them,
So you
more
get-
power to them.
So like making money off somebody else's creation. That's
They're
like,
not making money off of it.
I
but
know
you
they're
can-
not
Somebody's
making
making money, yeah?
I think
now we're talking about like going to the YouTube area where people are doing reaction
Yeah.
videos.
Yeah, I don't-
Does
I
that fall under fair use?
I don't think it's fair for them to use their models because it's their hard work and then putting it into a thing and making them bang is one thing. I think that if you went ahead and made the model yourself, go ahead and do whatever you want. Blizzard didn't put it out there for that. I guess they made a mistake by doing it, but
Yeah.
who cares?
I think it's Blizzard's property, and if they don't want it out there, they have all the rights to take it down. I don't
True
think we
that.
have any place to stand and yell at them for taking stuff down because it's theirs. They made it. They can do what they want with it. If they want us to have it,
Exactly.
then we can have it.
True. All right, then. Well, on that note, next week, what are we planning to watch and play?
Goosebumps.
Goosebumps.
I think
What
when
are
I
we going
talked
to talk about?
Doom.
Yeah, Doom.
I think Doom
Doom.
would be the next one.
Doom and Goosebumps.
So Doom and Goosebumps.
I've never goosebumps. Look
I
Let's
at
do
haven't
it.
seen Goosebumps. That's a good idea.
Let's do it.
I
Doom and
wanna Netflix.
Goosebumps.
I'm
Huh?
down for that.
I want to watch it.
Ooh.
It's on my queue to watch on Netflix.
Yeah, along with
I
like
guess we're gonna
500
watch
other
it.
things.
Well, yeah, but this might actually
Why, are
actually
you almost
watch
done
it.
with Doom, Jeff? Are
haven't
you gonna be
started
able to? You're not gonna be able to pass it off?
Probably could.
I don't know how far I am. I'll try to do it though.
Everybody finish a couple days.
All right, I'll get it when
Sweet.
you're done.
I do have 2 days off, so
All right, then. Well, then join us next week as we talk about Doom and Goosebumps. And remember, all listeners, if you miss any of our previous episodes or for additional content, visit our website at nerdconfessions.net. We'll see you next time.
Leave us some of your confessions.